Welcome to the Wiltshire and Swindon History Centre, Cockleby Road, Chippenham, your passport to the past. The Wiltshire and Swindon History Centre is home to Wiltshire Council's Heritage and Arts Service. Heritage services include archives and local studies, the Conservation and Museums Advisory Service and the Heritage Education Service. But our building contains other teams too. They include the Performing Arts Library, part of the Wiltshire Library Service, the Wiltshire Buildings Record, the Archaeology Service, Stonehenge and Avebury World Heritage Site Coordination Team, and the Registrar's Copy Certificate Team. We are fully committed to playing our part to help reduce our carbon footprint in line with Wiltshire Council's carbon reduction strategy. Recent work at the History Centre has included the introduction of solar panels on our roof and looking at ways we can turn our conservation labs into green laboratories. We are a vibrant and busy service, opening our doors for in-person visits, but also completing a large number of remote inquiries too. Our services are valuably enhanced with the help of many volunteers who work on a variety of projects covering archives, local studies, conservation and more. Our services don't start and end in-house. An important part of what we do is to share our knowledge and expertise with others, working with local people and communities to help improve their understanding of the people and places that matter to them, promoting heritage by running events and liaising with many external organisations and our wider Wiltshire Council colleagues too. Our mission is to collect, preserve, promote and value the culture of the county. We reflect the needs of local communities by empowering and encouraging everybody to have equal access to a range of high-quality cultural opportunities through the provision of our services and working in partnership with others. So, just what do we hold at the History Centre? Our archive is the main repository for Wiltshire, a statutory service for the storage of Wiltshire Council and Swindon Borough Council generated records. It is a service which has been accredited by the National Archives, one of only a small number of services that have gained this status nationally. Our Local Studies Library also holds the largest collection of material relating to Wiltshire in the world. Here is a short summary of the scope and range of our collections. Our oldest document is the Stanley Abbey Charter, which contains the seal of Richard I, dated to 1191. The condition of the document is amazing. And even the cloth bag, which holds the seal, looks like it could have been made yesterday, not over 800 years ago. Our storage facilities are environmentally controlled to British standards to ensure that the items in our care can last for another 800 years or more. You will probably be surprised to know that we hold numerous items which can be attributed to famous people. From this beautiful marriage settlement between Jane Seymour and Henry VIII, to correspondence by Florence Nightingale and Thomas Hardy, and more. We hold an amazing array of maps and plans, our earliest being estate maps from the 16th century to the beginning of modern maps, with the extremely accurate 18th century Andrews and Jury's collection, not forgetting the trusty Ordnance Survey editions and well-known tithe maps. Other types of maps and plans include sewer plans, geological maps, planning applications, and even a map in Russian, drawn up by the Red Army between 1948 and 1952. We hold many collections relating to families in the county, some from landed estates, such as the Pembroke collection of Wilton House, which contains estate records, household records, correspondence, photographs, and sometimes staff records. The depositors recognise that we take great care of their records and also allow safe access to them for those who are interested in their contents. Other collections for notable individuals who have made a distinct contribution to the county, such as the writer Edith Olivier and naturalist Beatrice Gillam. But we don't just collect the notable. We are interested in anyone living in Wiltshire or who has a strong connection to the county. We hold items relating to ordinary people too. It is important that everyone is represented in our collections, which are being kept for perpetuity as a record of how we live and work in the wonderful county that is Wiltshire. The misdemeanours of Wiltshire residents can also be found inside our walls, where you can find details in a number of different collections in our care. Great for family or social history research. There are lots of skeletons in closets just waiting to be discovered. We are perhaps best known for our parish registers, holding the baptism, marriage and death entries for churches throughout the county. But we also hold many other items that will be of use to those researching family, local, house and social history. Examples include school logbooks, church wardens' accounts, Women's Institute records, sports clubs, local newspapers on microfilm and much, much more. As mentioned before, we collect material relating to some of the richest in society, but also the poorest. Wills are a great example. We hold the wills of yeoman farmers to labourers. Other material includes poor law records from workhouses and settlement examinations conducted by the parish. You will probably be surprised at the amount of information you can discover about where you live, from maps and plans to planning applications and photographs, sales particulars and more. There's so much to find out about buildings, their previous owners, and what was on the site before. But our reason for being are the local authority records, created by various councils operating in the county and continuing to be collected by us. These valuable records are more interesting than you might think. Our business records come from many sources, from solicitors to manufacturers to innovators, such as a collection of Alex Moulton of Moulton bicycle fame. Yet more of Wiltshire's people are represented in the History Centre's collections. The Local Studies Library has a Wiltshire Local Author section and Creative Wiltshire collection, focusing on writers, poets, artists, designers, sculptors. The list goes on. Access to our collections is much wider than at the History Centre alone. Our digital collections include online access to baptism, marriage and burial records, plus wills and more via the site Ancestry, which you can access for free at the History Centre or at one of Wiltshire's libraries. We are forward-thinking, looking at new ways to store and provide access to our material, including open heritage data via the online journal site JSTOR. We are the first archive to take part in this pilot project, and our material is now being accessed and used in colleges, universities and by individuals all over the world. Our partnership with Bristol City Council on the Know Your Place project has led to easy access to historical maps at your fingertips and has also led to the innovative e-volunteering project, which has proved a great success. The Conservation and Museums Advisory Service aims to promote excellence in the care and use of collections by providing conservation advice and practical treatments to heritage organisations and to the public. Working with South West Museum Development, it also supports museums in Wiltshire to meet professional standards and become sustainable, resilient organisations in order to preserve the county's heritage for the benefit of local communities and visitors. Our Heritage Education Service provides access to our amazing collections through facilitated sessions at the History Centre or in schools. There are also bespoke resource packs and free online class resources. The service doesn't only cover history, but visual and performing arts, humanities, STEM subjects and English too. As you have heard, the Wiltshire and Swindon History Centre is home to a number of other teams from Wiltshire Council. Their services also help people further their research. We love what we do, and we know how important heritage can be to help aid the well-being of Wiltshire's residents. Our outreach work has proven to be both successful and valuable. Working with others, sharing our knowledge, enthusiasm and enjoyment of heritage is extremely rewarding, both for us and for those we work with. If you know of anyone who might be interested in or benefit from the resources we hold or the work we do, please let them know or get in touch. We are pleased to be able to work with many different groups and organisations, supporting the work they do and enabling some amazing projects to come to fruition. A wide variety of events are held at the History Centre and in Wiltshire libraries. Make sure you look out for them to see if there's anything of interest. Heritage services are important. They connect people with the past so that they can better make sense of the present. They educate, engage, interest and enthuse. The material we so carefully store are treasures as much as any historic site, kept safe for current and future generations to explore. So why not visit us and make the most of it? Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you soon.